Item number 7 says discuss merger of Blooming Grove and Frost Court and Police Departments. I've spoken with Blooming Grove's mayor, and it's supposed to be on their agenda tonight. And I meant to get a copy of that.
I looked at it, it is on there.
But it is?
Yes, sir.
And it's just discussion to see if they have any interest in doing it, and if we have any interest in doing it. It seems to be the thing that small towns are doing. Richland, Angus, and Streetman going together to do theirs. The town I'm moving to is joined together with Boyd, and they have just an interlocal agreement, and you just have to work out the details. Italy Milford does it. And Ernest had
The chief of Italy.
said make a comment.
Yeah, he said he'd be more happy to come and explain and answer questions since they've done this merger with Milford. So all they do is just pretty much share officers.
Sure what?
Officers for right now, that's just where it is right now. If Italy doesn't have a night officer, Milford does. Milford has the authority to come act, write tickets and everything in Italy and vice versa. Because Milford, they have a big turnaround, so there's times where they go 2-3 days without having an officer at all. So Italy has the same power to go over to Milford, write tickets, make arrests.
Reciprocity, yeah.
Yeah, so, but at one point, when I was working there, they were talking about Italy taking over Milford. So what they would do is, Italy would completely assume all of Milford's stuff. Everything police-wise would change over to Italy. All the bills get cut in half though between the two cities. Payroll, vehicle maintenance, gas, everything. Just a matter of sitting down and working out a budget, figuring it out. So.
I would just see it being the 50-50 split.
It is.
Salary.
That's exactly what it's a 50-50 split, salary.
One court.
I'm sorry?
One court
One court.
and some
So
condos.
is that the only pro to this? I mean, I'm just, we're discussing, I mean, I don't wanna understand.
All I see is dollar signs, savings.
That's what I
all.
But how?
That's all.
I'm just saying, if you've got a cop in each town, I'm just saying,
Well, and I was thinking,
but how? I mean, you still,
They've got more
I was
police
thinking-
officers.
Not really.
they're down to just one
I
part-time.
don't think TC
They
works.
have TC 2 days a week.
Is that the intention though? I mean, I hear that's what maybe that's what their staff is currently, but is that their intention?
Yeah, we need to find out, because Scott's intention, but I was thinking it was one cop could do it all, but I don't know that.
It can be done, it's a lot though.
I don't know how comfortable they are with that.
I heard this was something that the Frost and Blooming Grove has discussed before. Blooming Grove shot it down, said, no, we don't want any part of it. So, I don't know. So, it can be done.
I just seen it as budget savings.
Yeah.
if you reduce manpower, yes.
Yes, I was thinking.
Only if you reduce manpower.
That's it. Yeah.
But we won't be reducing any manpower. It just gives me more patrol is what it'll do. So my pay could be cut in half as far as the city of Frost goes.
But so with theirs.
But so with theirs.
And is theirs more than yours?
No, we come up, so the mayors and city secretary would sit down together, come up with a number. You know, this is what we're gonna offer you to run both cities, and split that down.
So tonight's discussion was just discussion and all
Now,
the
they're
other.
not trying to make them explain this to me, they don't make any sense.
So I think the one other area that it may benefit is if there's more than one employee, right? Then you have more coverage at different hours.
And that's what I'm getting at,
Yeah,
if you still got salary for both of them, the only pro to me is court, if you only have one court. That's what I'm getting at, I don't remember how much that is a year, I'm just asking, but like I said, again, if you only have one cop, our cop car isn't gonna handle both areas with as old as it is, and now you're talking about a new cop car. Now, they've got one, but again, it's theirs.
They just
But
don't.
what happens if 3 or 4 years down the road, they decide they don't want no more part of this, and we sell ours, and
We'll have to look at
That's the whole,
that's what I'm saying, so I
Well,
need
that's
to
what
Well, I
contract
have
is.
a Frostland and a Blooming Grove one, right?
No, there's not one cop for both towns.
So,
Oh, yeah, I guess I was thinking.
That's what I'm getting.
Keep the car
Well,
there.
if you like, next council meeting, I can have the chief of Italy come in and speak with you. He can answer all these questions. I mean, he's done this. So.
I mean, if this is something everybody's interested in, I would say, yeah, bring them in there so we maybe,
I'm like Scott, see, saving money somewhere that you could use
Well, that's what I'm saying, but if you got two payrolls still, two people,
Yeah.
you're not saving anything except for court costs, having one, so of us paying, just say 6,000 a year, and Blooming Grove paying
But
6,000
we
a year.
wouldn't take on TC, it would just be you doing both, right?
For now.
Well, I think that we'd have to determine what's the right number, right? What's the right number of,
So then what you're saying is, and they take up half of your salary, so we save half the salary, and I guess court costs, but they have court over there probably, or,
They have a court over there, one court. We
that's
don't
what I'm
have
saying,
Blooming Grove.
they don't even have it over there though.
Yeah.
I think though, it's more than just the cost of it too, right? We have to consider that the role here includes code enforcement.
Well, it'd be code enforcement for both cities, it'd have to be. They don't have code enforcement over there, I don't believe, I think TC does it
So
all.
I think there's a lot to look at, so I'd be curious, what would be the combined expectations of the two cities? What would the expectations be for the department when it's combined? Because it might look different than what it looks like now, they may have different expectations, and things, so I'd really like to know, what are the combined expectations? And then from there, we can sort through, like you're saying, like, let's look at the costs, right?
Yeah.
But
I mean, it may be a great idea.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
I
open
just
to
need
it,
to
just
see
need to
something
know,
Yeah,
like,
where
if
it's
the
at.
Italy or somebody that does it.
Already involved in it.
Yeah.
and
But
Sharon,
Blooming Grove
if
may
we
not
have more
be
coverage.
interested.
Yeah.
They may not,
Sharon,
they
the
may
lady
shut it
that
down no matter
did the
what.
Richland treatment and that one, she did it all herself, and she's actually now gonna be the city secretary over all three of those locations. She's willing to, Connie said to reach out to her and have her come, because she physically did the financial, did the whole setup of all of it, from start to finish. So that would be someone too that we could reach out to have questions answered. But at first, they all were against it, but once, now that they've done it, she said it was the best thing for them, because it's a small community, so that is someone else too that we can reach out to.
Yeah.
So I'll find out what their discussion was.
Can we, I don't know how you do that, if they're on board or they're interested,
Then we'll really need to
well,
find out.
that's
a
what
whole
I'm
lot
saying,
more
if they're
information.
interested though, do we have one meeting for both towns, city councils with that
Oh,
gentleman?
yeah, that might be different.
I mean,
It's whatever you do in your agreement, in your
Yeah.
interlocal agreement.
well, I'm just saying, if they're interested in
it's
learning
the-
about this, do we set up one meeting for both city
Oh, I
councils
see.
I'd be
to
curious,
discuss what this guy he's bringing up? He'll explain it to us, or Connie, whoever.
Yeah.
create a subcommittee even of members from their council that's gonna, I don't know if that's something we
Yeah.
have to look at the commission on that, but perhaps even a subcommittee to help work out the details.
Could be a win-win situation.
The mayor of Frost did call me a couple of weeks ago and said that, that they have an officer over there, and he asked, would the city of Blooming Grove be interested in maybe a joint cooperative agreement to, use him over here. I told him, I said, well, we're in the process of hiring a new officer. It's been months and months and months. And I said that, we would discuss it at the next council meeting, which is tonight. So, it's not a voting item. It's nothing, to bind the city. But I think as TC has stated, and I think our municipal court judge, Connie Hickman, I think she's the judge in Richland. She's our municipal court judge. I think she's also the municipal court judge in Frost. So, I think she had mentioned it both to UTC and to Dina before, based on her experience. So, it's nothing new. It's just, it's kind of come to the forefront with the fact that it's very difficult for one small community to develop a police force, basically. you know? So, anyway, I would appreciate, before we move on to other options, is for the council to weigh in so that I can discuss with the.
I 100% think it's worth it. At least looking at it, sitting down in conversation.
Not with this guy, no. Not with their officer,
This
no.
guy right now has been on, I guess, the last meeting, they, intended to fire him, and he wanted his, which is his right, he wanted his lack of performance discussed in open session, they backed down. He is not anybody we want. And I've talked to the council people over there, and they said, no way. Said, we'd like for somebody to get paid salary because he doesn't do anything.
Why is he still getting a salary?
Huh?
Why is he still getting a salary?
Well, that's what I imagine he's about to go.
Done May,
Do what?
done May.
Down.
So, yeah. I think
But that's
we all-
not, and I don't know, wouldn't know the guy at all.
Yeah, I think we all, I know I have heard similar
Yeah.
type comments, but I want to get the council's input. You know, maybe it's not with this officer.
No, I think
Maybe it would be with,
A
if
good
we
thing,
can,
but
if we can, you know, I think the first step is, once we have an officer, then maybe we could at least have an initial discussion with them on agreeing to it.
On the joint deal between us and Frost or whoever, I don't think that ought to be shot down completely. You know, as far as the gentleman that works over there now, I don't know his work history. I don't know anything about him. I get along with him fine anytime I've met with him, you know. But again, that's not my decision on a joint with him, but I think we need to explore all options.
Right. Well, what I gathered from the comments from the council, that the current officer over there, no, we wouldn't be interested, but, you know, changes in the future, yeah, it received a favorable comments to at least look into the feasibility of it.